You know,
what a mess.
This jet skier in Dearborn Heights was probably the guy we're about to call. He's capable of something like this. So our clown jet ski friend, who last time went from California to Hawaii, or was going to, it turns out he stops every 5 minutes and soaks rays, and he's got a boat with him, and he goes and sleeps on the boat. He denies it, but wouldn't you? Now he's on the East Coast for some dubious charitable effort. Let's get him on the horn and find out what's going on here. Last time, of course, we explained that we've jet skied farther than he did. Chauncey Billups coming up. I almost forgot. Chauncey's on the way.
Hey, Mark.
Hoby!
Is this true?
Hey,
knows
what's
right
going
away.
on, man? How you doing?
What are you guys doing?
What are you doing here? You're jet skiing like mad again.
I know. Got to do something, brother.
That's great.
Really?
I'm a jet skier too, so I was really interested in this story.
Yeah, I rented one and went up the West Coast.
You did?
Yeah.
Where?
Out.
You know the 17-mile drive up there by Pebble Beach?
I do.
Mike went from there. He went all the way to San Francisco, Alcatraz, all that stuff.
Well, they rent them.
Mike did.
Well, Mike.
I went to Aruba on a jet ski once.
Aruba.
Yeah. They're
Can you believe
great.
that? I did it for charity.
You guys are experienced. You guys are all set up to do the next ride with me then.
Well,
after a while it got boring.
Could have been there, done that, but I'm glad you're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I was sitting there halfway along the line. I was actually jumping waves off the Queen Mary.
I averaged like 50 miles per hour.
Then you guys are all set up. As a matter of fact, I thought it'd be great for your show. You all follow me up the coast. Actually, you ride in front of me in case there's sharks. You know how that goes.
Well, we go a lot faster than you do anyway. So
I never had a problem with sharks at all. I mean, if I was going to sit there and bob in the water, yeah, but no sharks were chasing me on a jet ski ever.
In fact, we got to get moving because as soon as we get off the air, I'm going from Western Michigan to Chicago on a jet ski.
Yeah,
just
I
for a little exercise.
You guys show two things happened. One was we talked about the guys that actually were going to water ski across Lake Michigan and didn't do it. And then I mentioned my web designer last time, and you guys started calling him Bob. My web designer's out of Detroit. Do y'all remember?
Not really.
No.
He doesn't have any hands.
You're kidding.
He only has arms 8 inches long.
Wow. How does he do the web designing?
He does it with his stubs. He only has legs down to your knees.
Wow, that's really
my
impressive.
last ride, he came out to California, and he rode 32 miles on his own jet ski.
Jeez. Did that kind of make you feel, did it make you feel small when he did that?
You know, I'll tell you what, it was one of the most inspirational things I've ever seen. You know,
yeah, but you felt insignificant, though, didn't you?
I really did. I thought, gosh darn, who am I?
Yeah, I know. Well, I've had, I mean, there has been schools of dolphins have come along with me for the trip.
Yeah, that was cool.
I've never been chased
those
by
are
sharks.
Great pictures you had.
No. Yeah, weren't those cool?
It is always cool when you see dolphin out there.
Yeah.
Do you want to send us the pictures so you can check out our trips?
I do. Actually, let me put your trips on our website.
Now, I was reading here somewhere.
Yeah, we don't want to steal your thunder.
No.
That's okay.
No, come on, steal it.
No, it's already stolen.
Yeah.
We don't want to overdo it.
No. And now, I read somewhere there was a concern over being followed by jellyfish. Now, I don't know. The last I know, I never knew a jellyfish to go 50 mile an hour.
I didn't write the story that you guys got. You know that.
Well, it says, you have to keep up a good pace so as to not be,
outrun sharks and jellyfish.
Outrun by jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
I tell you, the comedy in this piece. Who writes your comedy? Is this your stuff, Hoby?
Yeah.
Paulk expects things to go swimmingly, especially because he's getting waves of support from a Baltimore-based rock band called Tusk, just recording songs for him to listen to while on the trip. Wow.
Hey, I'll tell you what, they're a good band.
Are they?
Well, I hope so, because you're going to listen
really
to
are.
just them for the whole trip, apparently.
Well, they wrote the songs for the trip.
They've written 2 songs for us.
I had a band do some songs for my trip, too. You ever heard of Pearl Jam?
I have.
Yeah, they wrote all these songs just for my trip.
Brother, let's get together, think what we can do as one.
But, of course, you had Tusk, or you have Tusk. They're pretty big, too.
You just put that thing on repeat.
We'll do Pearl Jam and Tusk.
No, Tusk is for you. Pearl Jam is for me. I can't give you my songs because they were for my trip.
Oh, okay.
And they're specific to me. It's like my song, my name's in the title of almost every song. It's pretty wild.
You know, I write for charity, for kids.
I do too. I raised about $2 million.
Okay.
Listen to this piece. However, the biggest obstacle will most likely be sunbird. So it says, Hoby puts it, ever since 9/11, you can't sit under a bridge for shade.
Yeah. You can't. Hey, Ryan, he's not my best. He's one of my best friends. Ryan Peralta and I, out of Detroit.
He's a good friend of mine, too. Actually, he's a better friend of mine than yours.
Underneath the Coronado Bridge in San Diego. And the Coast Guard came up. And they said to us, you're not allowed to sit underneath the bridge. And then they looked at Ryan with his 8-inch arms and his legs down to your knees. They said, how in the world is this guy going to drive his own ski? And Ryan said, no problem. And off he went.
Wow.
Off he went.
The same thing happened to me, except I was jailed for 2 weeks.
Do what now?
Yeah, I was jailed for 2 weeks. Same thing. I was stalled under a bridge, and I was put in jail. Not to stop his story or anything.
Oh man, what's it like up there? What's the weather?
Oh, it's rainy as hell.
It's constantly raining.
Yeah, we get a break for a day maybe, and then more rain.
But that's okay, because Drew and I never get out of our wetsuit. Always ready to go.
Is that what he said in his piece?
Yeah. I hear, too, you changed your name to Hoby Paulk for this thing?
You think I should?
Paulk-ski. Yeah.
Is that on here?
No. It's on there. They added a ski to the end. I'm serious.
Hoby, is that true?
Hoby Paulk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
Paulk-ski.
That works.
I tell you, the one-liners on this brief little interview piece are amazing.
No end to it.
What would I do without you guys?
I don't know. I just
Hoby,
don't know.
What is your plan? You're going from where to where?
This next ride is Key West to New York. It's to send the message, love your neighbor.
Mm-hmm. And you're going where you're starting where, though?
I'm starting in Key West.
And where are you going?
To New York City.
To New York City.
Would it be easier
and without stopping?
I'll actually stop, but I won't get off the ski. I sleep on it, I eat on it, I live on it.
Really?
Oh, wow, because I never stopped on mine. I had somebody riding along with me while I was refueling.
Yeah.
And you in 24 hours a day, right?
Well, it did take a while ago. I didn't sleep for a couple days.
I was 24 hours a day. When I was sleeping, I was hooked up to the back of the boat, and they just towed me along. I cheat like hell. At night, I slept, and I was just towed by the boat. And I fired that sucker up in the morning, come daybreak.
Drew, are you sure you're on the ski or on the boat? Come on now, let's be honest.
Hey, wait, Hoby, so you sleep on the jet ski?
I do.
God, what kind of sleeping conditions are those?
Very uncomfortable.
Is there a boat riding along?
An hour and a half at a time, and that's about all you can get.
Is there a boat riding along with you?
I've never had a follow boat. How do you refuel?
Of course you haven't had a follow boat. You don't want any witnesses of the fact that you never accomplished these goals.
Hey, no, listen, I never rode Key West to New York. Or no, not Key West to New York. I never rode California to Hawaii. My follow boat sank.
Your follow boat sank?
My follow boat sank. It never happened.
Well, we told you that was going to happen, Hoby.
We tried to tell you.
See?
Hoby, didn't we tell you that was going to happen? That you weren't going to make it? And that you were cheating anyway by stopping and sleeping?
You guys jinxed me.
I know it.
No, we were just trying to help you, having done it before.
Yeah.
And, I knew that if I got back on your show and if I hadn't done the ride, you guys would have called me a sissy boy. So instead, on my last ride, I was on that ski for 31 solid days, and I rode 3,500 miles, which is further.
Said who?
California to Hawaii.
Oh, the currents took you.
Yeah, but you stop you stop and sleep and stuff.
I stopped every night. I tied up to the dock, and I slept on it.
Now, where do you go to the bathroom? Don't tell me in the ocean.
I'm not going to, because I told somebody that one time, and the boaters advocates got all over me.
Yeah, the environmentalists would throw a fit.
That's right. So I'm not saying...
You'll kill all the kelp gardens.
Fish do.
Yeah, that's right. The fish do. The fish defecate in the water.
Well, that's okay. That's their realm. Not you, though.
Here I am 20 miles offshore, but,
Hoby, what do you do for a living? How do you raise all this money that you can just take months off at a time and run around on a jet ski?
I don't. I do piddly jobs everywhere I go.
I think we tried to figure this out last time.
Did
what
we?
in the world? But I don't know if we came to any conclusion.
What kind of piddly jobs do you do?
Man, I've done everything from waiting tables at Denny's to helping friends unload insulation out of attics.
Oh, they pay you for that?
To unload insulation out of attics.
You're supposed to get paid a six-pack.
Yeah, exactly. Paid in beer.
Nice friend.
I was actually, though, I mean, it's kind of a neat thing. I was just in Maui, and I was helping my friends sell fish.
Is that right?
Sell fish?
That's right.
Now, who paid for the jet fare?
Gosh, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story. She said, Mike's wife, you know, she still loves me, but she doesn't want to be with the crazy guy. She works for Delta Airlines, and she gives me buddy passes.
Oh, my God. Does she really?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's legal? Is that okay with the airlines?
Well, sure.
Should we call them and make sure?
Doesn't she want you to get a job?
She just cares that I take care of my kids, you know?
All right, Hoby, are you married?
I'm not.
You're not. Are you divorced?
I am.
Okay, so the wife, did your wife divorce you because you're such a jet ski maniac?
Because I'm a nut, exactly.
Of course. That's not going to work.
Why wouldn't you have settled down and gotten a real job and stopped all this frivolity and been a family man?
Well, you know, I mean, the truth is, I just have a passion, you know, for the children and the kids, and, you know, I do what I do.
Well, why don't you do something for your own kids, Hoby?
I do. I love my kids. I call my kids every day. I talk to them every day. They fly for free. Everywhere I go, they come.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just...
How about getting a job?
They'd rather have you at home all the time, Hoby.
They'd rather have you at home or have you employed so they can eat.
What can I say? She didn't want me.
She didn't want you.
How do you call your kids from the jet ski, Hoby? There's holes in your story all over the place.
On my cell phone.
Yeah, but those
on your cell phone.
Yeah.
You get a cell from between Hawaii and San Francisco.
Yeah, you're going to get a good cell shot.
You can only you can talk as long as you're not further than 3 miles offshore. When I was in Atlantic City, I did a ride up there in October.
Yeah.
35-degree weather, and I dropped my cell phone in the water. And Trump Casinos brought me out another cell phone.
Trump Casinos?
Yep.
They did not.
They did too.
Hoby,
well,
how are we going to break you this lying habit?
So, what do you have to stay within 3 miles of shore?
In order to talk on my cell phone.
Well, why not just walk it if you're only 3 miles from shore?
Oh, a lot of times I'm 20 miles out there. Key West to New York, I'm going to call you guys every day the whole way and say, hey, what's up?
Yeah, from your bedroom with wave sound effects in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Hoby, you're 45 and you're still doing these jet ski trips?
I am.
When is this guy going to grow up?
Never.
Hoby, this is for college fraternities, the kind of stuff you're doing. I mean, when's your dance-a-thon?
Gosh, I don't know, brother. You know, my dance-a-thon.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing college frat stuff.
Yeah, you might as well have like a 24-hour kissing contest or something.
Yeah, he throws car washes and stuff.
Yeah,
Gets a couple of girls with big tubes out the front.
I know, yeah.
Hey, I do have the Hooters girls bring me food. That's cool.
Oh, they bring you food?
They bring me food.
What, you call them from your bedroom and tell them that you're out on shore, and then you meet them at a dock from your house?
They come out. They come out. That's what they do.
They go, wow, he just drove up. That's weird. He thought he was a jet ski.
Bring me food.
Hoby is just, he's a nonstop. He's a leech.
I know. It's just ridiculous.
Hoby, when are you going to stop?
Losing all the fact that I do this for children. I mean, you guys are missing that.
Oh, I've heard all this for the children stuff. Whenever they say it's for the children, that's like saying it's not the money when it's the money. When it's for the children, it's for the adult.
Yeah, it throws the kids out there.
Yeah.
Man, I got, let me look in my pocket. I got 70 cents to my name.
Well, naturally.
Yeah, nice parenting, Hoby. Nice parenting, just running around in a jet ski.
Yeah, that's
saying you're doing stuff for the children. You got to be with your own children.
That's
nice living them for a month.
I'll tell you what, love me.
That's why you have 70 cents, because you're on a jet ski all day long.
I know. I'm trying to help everybody's kids.
How do you pay?
Actually, guys, now listen,
how do you pay for the gas?
Love your neighbor.
How do you pay for the gas, Hoby?
You know, on my last ride, Yamaha gave me $2,500 for gas.
See, mooch.
Yep.
And Yamaha bought the gas on the last ride.
So you'd think he'd say, well, I painted houses for, the summer and raised some money for my trip. But no, he just calls companies and just mooches.
Oh, yeah. I told you guys, I had insulation out of an attic. Actually, on my last ride, I had to go tear up a wood floor that was glued down. Give money.
Good God. Well, and this is all to get the message out. Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor. That is the absolute solution to making our world a better place.
Just hire a skywriter. It's cheaper and quicker.
Yeah, well, no, and Hoby, too, he'd call the plane and ask to get it free anyway, so it wouldn't cost anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Hobie,
you guys may not believe this, but I have been accused of not being the smartest guy in the world.
Oh, no, I think you're pretty bright, really. You got the world by the cojones. You're dropping kids all over the planet. You don't have to pay for them. You just run on a jet ski.
Yeah, and plus you're jetting all over the world on the girls, on her dime.
People think he's doing stuff for charity.
I got wonderful daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got all daughters.
Yeah, if you just would see him once in a while, it'd be nice, but...
I do see them all the time.
Well, you can't see them when you're in your jet ski for a month, Hobie.
They fly anywhere I go.
They mooch plane tickets off the buddy fare or whatever.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Do you smoke?
Yep.
Of course he does. Like probably 3 packs a day. Or do you call up Marlboro and ask him for free cigarettes for your trip?
Or do you just bum them all day?
I'll tell you what, I got to quit.
He goes to short a bum.
You guys smoke?
Every time people see you coming, they go, "Oh God, hide your cigarettes! Here he comes." Hey man, you guys got a cigarette?
Oh, thanks. Got a light?
You guys smoke?
Yes.
Let's quit together.
Oh no,
Hobie, you're not going to quit.
No.
You won't quit until people stop giving them to you.
Man, where would I be without you guys poking fun at me?
Now that we've completely trashed him, Hobie is going from New York to Key West.
Key West to New York.
On a jet ski, Key West to New York, whatever. You're not really going anywhere. You're going to be in your bedroom, so what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to
calling people with wave sound effects in the background.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he says he's going on a jet ski from Key West to New York.
Yeah.
And how does the charity part work? How do you get paid? Do you get per mile or something?
Actually, what happens is just like being on the radio with you guys. To get on our website, and under the donate page, it actually takes you to Feed the Children's website. And Feed the Children is one of the charities I actually represent.
Okay,
and I'm looking for a charity out there. However, I'm looking for a charity out there, if anybody's listening, that's got for kids with a serious illness, or disease.
You're looking for a charity? I don't know.
I'm looking for
get somebody's hopes up.
Oh yeah.
I want to start writing for kids with serious illnesses.
Well, unfortunately, I know there's a ton of those. Unfortunately, in
Hobie,
this world.
we're going to get 50 phone calls now, 500 emails.
Yeah.
We're going to have to communicate them all to you.
Absolutely. Don't make your problem our problem, please.
Yeah. Would you have your act together when you get set up for your interview?
Yeah. Yeah. You're supposed to tell us. You don't, flesh this thing out with us.
No. Watch. We're going to get 500 emails.
I know.
Hobie, well, how do they get a hold of you? What do they go to Feed the Children? They can send you the email?
They can actually get on our website, ComeJoinTheRide.com.
ComeJoinTheRide.com.
If this works for somebody, I'd be delighted. But my concern is getting caught in the middle here.
Yeah.
And then Hobie promises to help somebody. The check bounces.
Absolutely. We're the middleman there. Everybody hates us. And
Hey, you guys light up the phones. Say, Drew and the listeners out there, call in and say, Drew and Mike, we want you guys to go with Hobie.
No, don't call us. No. Go to Hobie's website.
No.
And you can share Hobie's fantasy of making this trip.
That's right. Now, are you going to have a laptop out on your jet ski?
No.
See, that would be...
How can you communicate with people, Hobie?
You should have a laptop. You should bring this thing into the high-tech into 2004 here. I mean, that way you can have live camera shots from out on your jet ski. Unless you're in your bedroom, you don't want to.
Yeah, well, you can have the laptop.
But now there's another one though. Somebody out there listening, send us a live cam. Good idea, brother.
I'm telling you.
See, look, more freebies.
I'm telling you, you should have a live feed that shows you out on the jet ski. I'm serious.
Let's do it.
They should go to freebiesforhobie.com.
Yeah,
that should be the website.
You take care of the arrangement.
Live cam. Good idea.
I'm serious.
Yep. Just contact Hoby direct.
Yeah,
that's all we ask.
This is something you need to work out.
Yeah, directly.
Yeah, come on, you guys can handle that, Joe. You guys can handle that part of it.
Oh, Hoby, God, you're an anchor.
Oh, no.
He is nothing short of a total anchor.
Yeah, this is how this thing operates. You get in line for a hot dog and turn to the guy behind you when they ask for the money. All your problems are somebody else.
Yeah, Hoby goes to the toll road. He goes, the guy behind me is paying both of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy behind me is paying.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Hoby allegedly, again, going from Key West to New York, he plans to average 35 miles per hour. And anybody knows that's ridiculous. But And where'd you get the jet? Who gave you the jet ski?
On my last ride, it was Yamaha.
And then Yamaha sponsored you?
Yamaha sponsored me on my last ride, yeah.
All right. Well,
they paid for the jet ski?
Actually, this ride, I've actually on this ride, kind of a neat thing. We've actually bought the ski for this ride.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Well, now, how does this work, honestly? Okay, when you're out there with a jet ski, if you don't have a boat following you, who has all the gasoline?
I pull into dock. fuel stops as I go
You
up.
stop for like hours at a time?
Sometimes.
So you're not going way out
ridiculous.
to sea. So you're staying within sight of land then, so that you can duck into the docks.
I'm mainly within sight of land most of the time.
Yes, you're in sight of land all the time.
Right.
This is the most cockamamie thing
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
Pretty much. I do carry a compass.
And how do you keep your cell phone charged? When you dock, you charge it.
I ask people to charge them up.
I tell you what, man.
Hoby uses himself as the anchor for the jet ski.
Absolutely.
He's such an anchor. He just uses himself.
That's your logo. That's your logo is an anchor, an image of an anchor.
Hey,
Honest to God,
I need a peanut butter and jelly sponsor.
if I was the dock master and I saw you coming, I'd just take the day off because it's like, oh my God, here he comes.
Yeah.
He needs to plug in, recharge his phone, recharge his laptop.
Yep.
He needs gas. He needs a change of clothes. He's hungry.
He's looking for an odd job so he can buy the gas.
Oh, yeah. He's looking to rest while we refuel and redo his machine and get him all ready to go again
He's
for the next leg.
Deface someone's bathroom. He hasn't been in the bathroom in 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Forget about that.
How do you get food? You just get when you get ashore, you ask somebody to sponsor you?
When I get ashore, I got to depend on people even to go up to the store to get me something.
Yeah.
Food or anything.
God almighty.
It's all about people. I couldn't make it anywhere without people helping.
Yeah.
And do you get chicks to do most of the stuff for you?
A little bit of both. You know,
dudes and chicks, you buy?
Girls.
Yeah.
Girls, do things for me. A lot of, you guys. I get on the radio with you guys. People bring me stuff.
We're not doing anything for you. We just put you on the air. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
That's it.
You guys don't realize it. You are, though.
We don't answer email. We don't do anything. Everybody goes directly to Hoby.
Directly to
Hoby.com.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, it's come join the, what is it?
Come join the ride.
That catching you. Come join the ride.
ComeJoinTheRide.com.
Go there. Help Hoby, please.
You should get this webcam, and you should have the live images out there.
He's just going to ask you to do it.
And you should add to that a little GPS thing so people can track you on the computer. See the little red light,
Yeah.
Mike will track him. Mike will.
But no, scratch that because then that's even more work. Let's just keep with the webcam.
Okay, we'll do the webcam.
You'll do the webcam.
Hey, I need to be on some shows, though, when I get to New York, too. So if you guys want to call, I know you guys are...
Oh, yeah. We'll call you. We'll just get all set up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Just give us a list of stuff you want us to do.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think.
No, don't think. No. When do you start this thing? When do you go? When is this thing?
June the 20th.
June 20th.
All right.
Yep.
That's great. So our listeners only have to remember this for a month and a few days.
Yep. So you're going to do this 10 days before we pull out of a raft.
The reason we're launching it early, though, is we want motorcycles or car clubs or anything, but motorcycles...
This would be a bad idea, I guarantee.
With me.
Oh, great.
Some of your motorcycle guys in Detroit. Have them meet me in Key West.
Absolutely.
And, hey, they can verify that I do it. See,
there will be tons of people. Hoby, you announcing this on the air, you're going to be overrun with people down there.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
God, yes.
I'm trying to go into New York with 1,000 motorcycles.
Who are you kidding?
Are you serious?
That's what I'm trying. I'm depending on you guys.
There may be some There may actually be one or two guys that might do this.
Oh, yeah, there'll be a couple of people.
I can't imagine why. ComeJoinTheRide.com. Go to Hoby's site. Don't ask us anything.
Yeah.
Hoby has too many ideas, too.
I know.
He's just too full of ideas.
Yeah. You're an idea machine. You could channel that into a decent living. But,
he's like Michael Keaton in Night Shift.
Yeah, with the little tape recorder. Yeah, absolutely.
Feed mayonnaise to tuna.
That's right. Yeah.
Hoby, okay, so all the bike riders are going to come. They come down to Key West and they meet you.
Right, or they can just ride far away with me, anywhere up the coast.
They can join you.
But you're out to sea. You're like 20 miles out there, and they're on the land. How does this work?
No, on this ride, I'll be pretty close to shore. I don't have to worry about kelp beds or anything on these.
So it's easy to see you, I guess, from the shore, from the bike path.
Well, the West Coast, you have rocks, and you've got kelp beds, and you got all that kind of stuff. So, it's kind of a hard ride.
How do you communicate with the bike riders along the way? How do they know where you are?
We'll be having target dates, so we're here, and then we're here, and then we're here. Okay,
and they're supposed to drive 35 miles an hour, too?
Actually, the bike is, we're only going about 100 to 130 miles a day. So we're not...
Okay, so they ride their bikes for 2 hours, and then they just hang out the rest of the day waiting for you?
Yeah, and spread the message.
Boy, that's a winner. I'm going to take a couple weeks off from the bike part.
The main thing is to spread the message, not the nut and what he's out there doing.
And Hoby, how do people donate to you? Go to Come Join the Ride?
Come Join the Ride. You click on the donate page, and that goes straight to Feed the Children. You cannot give us money.
Okay. Where are you landing? What's your landing point?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Is it like Gary's Marina or
something? You're spontaneous
I'm the worst planner on these trips. I mean, I get on and I go.
Well, you're just the guy to be in charge of it, obviously.
I know.
Oh, brother.
Hoby, this is going to be a winner. Come join the ride. Go to the website and be sure to call us before you go. I can't get enough of this.
Yeah, no,
I'm
seriously.
Call you before I go, and I'm going to talk to you guys on the trip.
Okay.
Right.
You're going to get that live cam.
No, okay, seriously. Okay, good.
And keep emailing us all your new ideas as you go along.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
No, let's hear from you definitely before you go and while you're on the journey.
Sounds great.
That'll be great.
All right, Hoby.
Drew, Mike, you guys are absolutely the best.
You rock, Hoby.
You guys
all about you.
ComeJoinTheRide.com. Take it easy, Hoby.
Thank you, my friends.
All right,
see you.
we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, there he is, the idea man of the decade.
Yeah.
Hoby Paulk.
Yeah.
Or Hoby Paulk.
Paulk, yeah. And this whole thing started one day. He saw something go on, and he just grabbed his little tape recorder and went, you know, you just got to love your neighbor, man. Click.
And then he went, go on my jet ski from Key West to New York to raise money for, I don't know what, my neighbor or something.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, I got to recover from that one.
It was boring. Yeah, me too. Wow, I'm exhausted.
Come join the ride, won't you? All you Harley people, go down to Key West, meet Hoby, and you're on your own.
That's right.
And that's a RIF exclusive. We are the Detroit affiliate for Hoby Paulk's Amazing
That's
Ride.
right, that's right. Without realizing it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that's got a good sound to it.
Yeah, he's exclusive.
He is.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
101 WRIF.